Hey guys, welcome to a new week. So this is week 14, training for the Houston Marathon. So this week I start my taper. So I have a 3-week taper until the race. So over the next 3 weeks, running volume, so the amount of miles I'm running each week, and the intensity is starting to decrease so that I can recover and feel fresh for a race day. I feel like it is definitely time. Last week was a really big week with that 22-mile long run. So my legs were very, very sore that day, immediately after the run, and on Sunday, so yesterday. Legs were really sore, knees felt swollen, and I was just hoping that they would be recovered enough for me to run today, which they are. Like right now I can kind of feel it, but today is an easy run, just a little over 4 miles. Oh, look at the little deer. They're all out right now. So easy run, like 4.3 miles, so shouldn't be too bad. Shake out the legs and be good to go. It is chillier than I thought, so my eyes are watering from the cold air. Today would have been a good day to wear my arm sleeves and my gloves. All the deer. As I'm going, I'm warming up, but it's just my eyes are watering a lot and my fingertips are like freezing. But it'll get better as I go along. So yeah, counting down now. Just 3 weeks and it'll be time. I've been training, this whole training cycle for Houston has been, or it will be, a total of 16 weeks, but I had started base building even before then, so it's been a good few months now, so I'm ready. Easy run is done for today. Legs were definitely heavy. Good thing is I did warm up after about a mile. Like, fingers weren't cold, eyes weren't watering anymore, especially as the sun came out. That helped a lot. So yeah, good weather. So yeah, legs were definitely heavy, but same thing, my legs warmed up as I kept going. It took about 2 miles to get the legs going, but the last 2 miles were more at a regular, easy pace for me. So the first 2 started off pretty slow, and then I was able to kind of get the legs going on the last 2 miles, which is good. Keeping the heart rate in zone 2. So yeah, I think it was good to get this done. Just get the legs going, and they were very sore over the weekend, but I think it's a good sign that I was able to run today, able to get up to a regular, easy pace. So shows that I was able to recover. I didn't totally burn out on that 22-mile long run. Able to recover and do this run today, and hopefully get the rest of the week done as well for the taper. And yeah, one thing that I might adjust is, I think as I'm getting closer to the marathon and as some of these workouts were getting bigger, I was getting a little nervous, a little anxious, and I think having higher caffeine content in the mornings was just elevating my heart rate and making me even more anxious. So I usually drink a cold brew in the morning that I've had before, but 1 serving is 300 milligrams of caffeine. It feels like a very strong cold brew. And I've had it before and I've been fine. But yeah, I noticed that on the long run when I had it, I felt very anxious. And then even today, heart rate seemed a little elevated. So I think it's just already being a little nervous, and then that caffeine is just elevating it. So I think I'll probably reduce that, either drink coffee that is not so strong, or just do like a half a cup of that one. So hopefully that'll help reduce that anxiety and that elevated heart rate from the get-go. Hey guys, today is Tuesday, New Year's Eve. I have a threshold session, so it's the last threshold session of the training cycle and last run of the year. I'm out here at the park because the track was not available. So I just finished up a 2-kilometer warm-up and 1 kilometer at marathon pace. So far so good. The legs are feeling okay. They were still feeling a little bit sore yesterday and this morning, but I decided just to see how it felt once I got going, and yeah, feeling good. I have a fresh pair of the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3s on because the first ones that I had, I've been using them for my threshold sessions and long runs. They've been working out great, but when I looked at my mileage, I've already put like 130 miles on them. So I'm breaking in this fresh pair today, and then probably won't use them at all anymore until the marathon. Or I will not use them anymore until the marathon to keep them fresh. I can tell the difference even in these, like being brand new. They feel really great. So yeah, that's the plan. So gonna start my first interval now. I have 3 intervals of 800 meters at threshold pace with 90 seconds rest between, and then after those 3 I have 3 more intervals of 1200 meters with 2 minutes rest in between those at and all of those are at threshold pace, so right in between my half and 10K pace and right on the borderline of zone 4. I just finished up with the threshold session, so it went a lot better than I thought it was going to be, actually. At first, I went into this just thinking, like, I'm just going to get it done, and, you know, whatever happens is fine. But yeah, actually able to hit the paces. You know, I was careful to not go out too hot, and I think that really helped a lot. And maybe having the fresh shoes, I don't know. But yeah, averaged about 8 minutes, 30 seconds for each interval, which is perfect. First one was 8:18, then 8:30, 8:37, 8:24, 8:30, and 8:19 for the last one. So I think that's actually really good. So really happy with that. And excited to end the year on with a good workout. So it gives me a confidence boost. Think I'm starting to recover, and just 2 weeks away from Houston Marathon. Happy New Year. Hey guys, today is Saturday. I have already started my long run. I got 13.1 today. Sauce got 6. So we're doing a loop through the park, and we're already 3.25 miles in, so halfway done with the first loop. So far so good. It's a very cloudy, foggy day. It's about 60 degrees or so, so it feels okay. It's nice that the sun's not out. A little bit humid, but not as bad as it's been on other days.
Be safe. I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
6 miles done. So south done. Gonna head home. I'm gonna keep going for 7.1 more. Just finished up the long run, 13.1 miles today. Felt pretty decent, not too bad. Just did my best to keep it in zone 2 for the most part, because in the last mile or two I did try to pick up the pace just to kind of practice a little bit, you know, a quick finish, you know, trying to pick up the pace when my legs are tired, when I'm tired, seeing how much I could push, you know, when I'm already tired. Just trying to practice that for the marathon, just pacing, you know, starting easy, keeping it pretty doable, but, you know, trying to do a big push at the end. So yeah, this is pretty much it. It's 2 weeks now until Houston, and so the taper continues for the next 2 weeks, and mileage will continue to go down. So once I get home, I'll show you what I plan on doing for my water and stuff. That's one thing I was testing today. Okay, so I was testing how I'm gonna carry water at the marathon Last weekend I tried the backpack, which is good for carrying a lot of water when there's not going to be any access, but I felt like that would be too heavy and too much for the full marathon, knowing that they're going to have water tables. But I don't know how easy it'll be to grab those. So what I decided was on this belt, which I had one of these before, but it was too big. So this is a similar version that I got on Amazon. This was only 10 bucks. I got the extra small, so that way it's pretty tight and it doesn't slide up or down. And then inside that, I have one of the 16 ounce flasks with water. So, and then I have a scoop of fuel, which is carbs and sodium in here. So I was able to drink that. I started drinking it at about the 20-minute mark and tried finishing it by the hour mark. And that felt pretty good. And then, so my plan for the marathon is to do that. Same thing with this, but then afterwards, I'm just gonna have to try and get the water cups from the table, you know, to thirst, basically. I could definitely tell that I wasn't as thirsty as when I don't have any water, when I don't drink water. But at least I know that I have this for sure. And then once I drink it, well, the weight of it is gone. This weighs 1 pound, so it doesn't seem like a lot, but you can feel it when you're carrying it here. So once it was empty, it didn't bother me. The only thing is afterwards, I'll have to rely on the water cups and just trying to see what I can get into my mouth from the cups there without spilling it and without having to slow down too much. And then I have the gels, half the gels in one pocket here. I have some other ones stuffed on the other side. So this band is basically one giant pocket that goes all the way around. So you can stuff stuff everywhere. So I was able to stuff some gels, like I mentioned here, on the sides. And then my phone, which Sal has right now, the phone I carried on the back pocket of the band. And that was totally fine there. It didn't jump or bounce or move around or anything like that. It didn't bother me. And then on this last pocket, I had my camera, the Insta60. That was also making that noise.
You good?
So I'm gonna carry it with me during the marathon just in case I decide that I do want to film. But right now I'm not sure how much I'll film. You know, I'm gonna focus more on just running and taking gels and drinking water and all that. So if I feel like I have the energy or the ability to grab this, then I'll grab it and try to take a few clips. You know, I would like to, because I do like having like the recap videos and stuff, but if it's gonna be too distracting or it's gonna just add too much else to think about, then I won't pull it out. But that, you know, can fit here in that pocket. So I think that's everything that I'll be able to carry without it being too cumbersome. I'm even thinking though, I'm gonna buy like a cheap one from Amazon that once I finish this, I'm just gonna toss it. Because carrying this whole thing still in here, it is kind of bulky. So I'm gonna try to buy a cheap one that I can just throw away. And then I don't have anything really in this lies flat. And this doesn't bother me at all, having it around my waist. So that's the plan. If anything changes, I'll show you. And I'll also let you know if it works out or not. This really nice display, I had not gotten to show you that yet, but this was my Christmas gift from Sal. So he made me a custom metal holder, which is really cool, has my name on it. But then that was just the metal part. And then he got this piece of wood, stained it, and then attached it to the wood. So that really makes it stand out, looks really nice. And yeah, so pretty soon I'll be able to add my marathon medal here, and then, you know, hopefully add a couple more in 2025. And then this is just a little extra thing on top to keep the bibs there. So I think that's really cool and I really like it. All right guys, thanks. Bye.